I'm Colin, and this is Colin Craft. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of my 3D printing setup slash shop setup. I pretty much run an Etsy store. It's called Next Gen 3D Printing. That's the old logo. I have a new logo. It looks the same, but it has a few more things on it. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a tour of what each of these 3D printers are used for, and there's also what's in here. I have resin printers, and then I have some FDM printers, and then stuff down here that help it all work. But I said we start off with the FDM printer. This one is the Ender 3 V3KE. It's a pretty nice printer. It's a bed slinger by Creality. Don't let that fool you though. The hot end hits 300 degrees Celsius with the bed hitting 100 degrees Celsius. It's 220 by 220 by 240 or 250. So it's like a medium, it's got a pretty small print volume. But for what I use it for, it's not that much of a holdback. So pretty much what I print with it is these parts I saw on Etsy. It's a drip mount for the resin printer. I actually have one over here. It's one of these. I pretty much print them. This is a PLA one, but when I use ABS, I have an enclosure because some people buy ABS. I think that's the only thing. I only sell ABS now. But this is what I make. It pretty much just helps the resin drip off faster than it would just sitting there. But yeah, I have to have an enclosure to print, and it's nice to have a fast printer to do this. So I like printing these with this printer, just because of the, convenience of speed. Here's some more over here if you want to see what the white version looks like. Those are the regular ones for not the 16K. But yeah, I personally love this printer. I also added a light bar to it right here, which adds some light. I don't have a camera yet. I need to get a camera, just so I can monitor prints overnight, because sometimes this thing does not like to cooperate, but recently I've actually got it figured out and I haven't had much issues with it. But yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. It's not terrible. It has a runout sensor. It has a touchscreen down here. It runs Clipper. I think it tops out at 500 millimeters a second, which is not that bad. I normally run it around 300 for PLA, so that's not terrible. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the next printer, which is an old one, but it still does quality prints and it does big prints. Okay, so this is a Creality Ender 5 Plus. I have a Logitech C922 webcam. It has I think it's a 350 by 350 by 400 build volume, which is pretty big. I can print pretty much anything on this. The only bad thing is the hot end is not very good. It tops out at like 260 degrees, and it's not a fast printer. I normally print at like 80 millimeters a second. It is not Core XY, even though it kind of presents itself as one. It is not Core XY. It just has these Creality stepper motors, or I don't even know if they're Creality. It just has regular old stepper motors. It is a Bowden tube setup with a extruder in the back. Has a filament runout sensor. And then the axis here, the Y axis here, runs on one motor that has two belts. It does run belts on open metal, which is one of the downsides to it. But yeah, and it also, I'm running a Sonic pad with it. The traditional screen, which is that, does not have Wi-Fi. It doesn't have any smart connectability, because this printer was released in 2019. So it does not have any of the new features. So I put a Sonic pad on it, which pretty much adds all the new features of printers onto it. And you just plug it in with the USB, do some configurations. It does have a built-in IP on like the thing, so you just type in the IP address of the thing and it opens up a little thing on your Google Chrome or whatever your browser is, and you can monitor it from an IP address. It's called Fluid, for any of you that don't know. And this is not the bed that comes with the printer. The bed that comes with the printer is down here. Actually, no, it's not down there anymore. It's right here. It's a glass bed right here, as you can see. There's a glass bed. I personally didn't like it because I couldn't get the prints off easy, especially these flat ones. It took forever for the bed to cool off. And even then, it was still hard to get the prints off the bed. So I switched to this metal, or this PEI sheet. It's actually double-sided, if you want to see the underside. It's this texture. I really like this bed. There's the brand right there. I really like this printer, though. It's more quality. You can get good quality from this printer, don't get me wrong. It's like pretty good quality, honestly. But it does have the downsides as of speed. So I mainly print large prints or prints that I'm not selling. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good printer. It is very noisy. Here's a just a sound. As you can see, it's not the quietest machine. It's pretty noisy, but yeah, overall it's good quality, good everything. It does have automatic bed leveling, as you can see, but you do have to do the paper test for the nozzle. But yeah, that's it for the FDM printers. I'll show you my other things that I have for those. But right now we're gonna go and move on to the resin printer, and this is what I pretty much sell with. Or I don't make the parts with resin, but I sell parts for this resin printer and the 16K model of this. So this is the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra. This is a resin printer with a really good build size. I don't know what the build size is on this thing, but it's pretty good. It has a touch screen display down here, you can see. I really like the interface on this printer. It does have a built-in camera, as you can see there. Yeah, really nice printer. Can print pretty much any type of resin. I mean, it's pretty nice. The screen is, I want to say 12K. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think this is a 12K printer. It has a closable hood. And compared to other resin printers, this resin printer is different. So you have obviously the Z-axis, then you have this X-axis, I'm pretty sure is what they call it, where the bed moves up and down to help their prints release from the film down there. And that really helps the print time and helps it speed up, which is really nice. This is a very fast resin printer, which is what I really like about it. And there is a 16K model that has a few more upgrades, but I think it's more expensive. I do sell a drip mount for that as well, if any of you guys were wondering. So if you don't have the Saturn 4 Ultra, I do have a 16K model for that. So yeah, it also comes with this drip tray. I actually need to clean it. It's pretty dirty. But yeah, so you don't get resin in the spots where you don't want to, not in the crevices. Really nice resin printer though. I got it a couple months ago. It's never let me down. I just don't have time to use it. I can only use it on the weekends just because I'm busy on the weekdays, and obviously, you know, resin cleanup is not a very time manageable thing. But yeah, and then right here we have the Mercury XS, I want to say it's called. I don't know, honestly, but that is what this cure station and wash station are. They pretty much just, you hold this in, they load, you turn the dial, you press it again, and then it runs whatever you're doing, and you hold it again to cut it off. So yeah, this is a cleaner. You can put water or alcohol in this, and then this is a cure thing. You just place your part on there, and it spins it for however long you want. Yeah, I really like this wash and cure station. It's pretty decent size. This wash station is not small, and the cure thing's pretty big. It has multiple UV lights. In this one, it has one in the bottom and then two on the sides, which is really nice. And then this can hold up to 7,000 milliliters of liquid in it, so you have plenty of room in there. I think you could honestly even go over that. That's just where they stop measuring at, because I think people need no more than that. But yeah, I only have about 5,500 milliliters in there. So yeah, and they are Elegoo. Just got to keep with the Elegoo brand. And on this one, it does come with a little light. As you can see, it's a little UV light. I don't want to shine it in the camera, but you can kind of touch up on prints after they come out of there. Or you can cure paper towels with this so you don't like freaking blow up in the trash. But yeah, that's what that's for. You can use it for pretty much anything that you need extra UV light on, but you don't want to put it in the whole thing. So yeah. I do have, Elegoo did send me both of these products here. We have this spatula and we have this spatula. Okay, don't worry guys, I did not take a bite out of this. It just sucks. It broke when I was picking a part off the plate the other day. And then the metal spatula is good, but it scratches your bed. I have a scratch on mine from it. Honestly, I think I could show it. Dang. I think I do. As you can see right there, I scratched it. Not good for that bed. Hopefully the prints don't get majorly affected by that. But yeah, this spatula breaks really easy. And then this one just scratches your bed. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the resin printer. But before I go to the other parts of the FDM printer, so I want to go down here to the resin I have. I have 4 resins, okay? Don't make fun of me that I only have 4 types of resins. I have inland standard plant-based standard white resin, 1,000 grams. We have Elegoo ABS like resin 3.0 green. This is like a transparent green, I believe. Yeah, they call it clear green. 1,000 grams as well. We have a ABS like photopolymer resin 3.0 Pro by Elegoo, and this is black, which I really like black. I print a lot in it. And then we have an inland 1,000-gram bottle of standard gray resin, which is the most common kind, which is what I use most. I'm almost out of the inlands. I don't rarely use the ABS-like resin unless I'm printing a functional part, which sometimes I do. I'm experimenting with those right now. But yeah, that is the resin setup. Honestly, pretty nice. But just know that resin printing is a very big mess. If you are interested in a drip mount, if you have a resin printer like these, it is Next Gen 3D Printing on Etsy. Or just look up resin drip mount or Saturn 4 Ultra drip mount, and I'll be the one that shows up. You can just go through them until you find mine. We sell them for about $20, but we have a sale going on, 25% off, $15 right now. If you want to go pick one up for $15, they're made with ABS, so they're not breaking. They're really durable. So if you want to go get them, they're down in the description below. And yeah, really good price right now. So I'd go pick one up if you have one of these resin printers. But I'm going to show you what else I have for the FDM printers. Okay, so right here we have the Creality Space Pi filament dryer. Obviously in the name, it dries filament. But yeah, I use this to dry my filament, especially my TPU. I don't rarely use TPU, but also it just renewed this PLA that was full of moisture. So it really saves you some time. And it's honestly, if you're going to have, especially in like a garage setting like I'm in, you're going to need a filament dryer just due to the fact of humidity. Even though there's an AC, that still doesn't mean there's not humidity. The humidity gets high in here. Therefore, a lot of moisture goes into this filament, and it creates air bubbles when you're printing, which is not good. It really tears up your part quality. So you're going to really want a filament dryer. It does have a touchscreen on it, as you can see. It's not very responsive, but you can just go through the settings and change between PLA. It has a whole bunch of materials. You do the time. I wouldn't mess with the temperature because it has presets on it. And then you have all that, and you have your moisture and your temperature, which is pretty nice. And this one does do 2 spools at a time, and you can print while they're in there with these holes. It does come with Bowden tubes, but I lost them because I don't print out of it. But yeah, it's pretty nice to have. And then here's all the filaments I have. We have Overture White PLA. We have, pretty sure this is, I want to say this is Sunlu ABS. We have black ABS and white ABS. I need to get more black. This is what most people order in, so I'm running out. We have this little spool. I don't even know why I have that. We have white PETG, black PETG. We have orange PLA, red PLA. These are inland, by the way. Creality multicolor, blue inland, red inland, and then that, it's like a glossy purple inland, and then this little spool. I have black inland here, and then a black inland in there. These are both PLA. And then I have some TPUs in the bags back there. We have green TPU, and then there's purple TPU in the other bag. I rarely use those, but like one time I made a tennis ball. It bounced pretty good. I think that is, I don't know what brand of TPU it is, but it's a pretty good solid brand. Hasn't done me wrong. And then while I guess I'm at it, I'm going to show you guys this. So recently I've discovered that resin printing is super duper messy. You can even see imprints on the table from where I've already been messy. Because under here, this table is ruined. I'm not going to pull it all the way up. You can see there's resin all over it. So I put this black mat all the way on the table just to keep mess off of it. Because it is a wood table we built ourselves. So I put this black, like foam-ish, rubberish type. It's not like fully foam, but it's a really nice material. And it stops me from getting resin on my table. So I can pretty much lay projects on this knowing it's not going to make a mess. And it saves me some paper towels, mainly, which makes things really easy. And then also, I'm going to walk around the back with a few more things. So down here, we have a whole bunch of random stuff. So right here, we have some acrylic spray paint to spray paint parts if I ever need to. Petroleum jelly. So pretty much I use this it like fills gaps in the prints. It's honestly why I originally got it to, once you sand 3D prints, they lose their color. I got it to restore color. It works, but at the same time, it doesn't work. So yeah, I have it. Got some isopropyl alcohol, paper towels, packing paper, or just rolled paper. And then we have this funnel with the filter. It's really dirty. I left it out in the sun thinking it would get all the resin off, but I did not second think that it would get stuck to the filter. But yeah, I put this in my resin bottle so I can pour the resin back into the bottle. We have an elegoo thing, and over there we have my toolbox with all my printer spare parts. As you can see right there, that is all my printer spare parts. So when something breaks, which it occasionally does, these printers actually don't break down too much, which is a good thing. But when they do break down, I have to have parts for them. So I tend to have those. But yeah, that is pretty much the printing setup, and it's coming along. But when I start like making big money on Etsy, I have like $500 in earnings so far in the past, let's see, 7 months. Which is not terrible for just starting out. I only have 3 products. But yeah, I might upgrade the Ender 5 Plus to go to an Ender 5 Max or maybe a K1 Max, just for a printer that has more speed. So this is not the only printer working on my shop, especially when more orders start flowing in. And I'm relying on you guys to kind of share this business around. I have CNC parts that we're working on. They might already be released when this video comes out. Then we have those drip mounts, so we're going to hopefully be adding some more stuff. But in the comments below, let me know some problems that you guys have and some things that 3D printers might be able to fix. And that'll help us really expand our business, and we really appreciate that. But I'm going to move on to the outro now that we showed the setup. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And remember, if you want to go buy some resin drip mounts or even those CNC clips that are hopefully going to be out by the time this video is over, make sure to go to my Etsy store. It's linked down in the description below. And also, there's 25% off. So right now is a really good deal. They're like $15 from 25% off. And the resin or the CNC clips are like $7, I believe. So everything's really discounted right now. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and leave a like if you did like it. And comment some things that you might want to see me sell, just from problems that you have and what 3D printers could do to fix it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. See you.